Good morning. I'm Stephen Datz, Chair of the Awards Committee. I'd like to call the December 15th, 2022 awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum represented by Margaret Limbaugh for Ricky Erickson, Joe Orfano, and Laura Shepis. We also have Sean Connor representing Haivu and myself joining online. The Office of General Counsel is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. And before we begin reviewing today's agenda, I'll ask Joe to confirm whether anyone is physically present for public comment.
No.
Thank you,
No
Joe.
public comment.
No public comment.
Thank you very much. Eileen, did you receive any public comment via email?
No, sir.
Thank you. Let the record show we did not receive any public comment. I'll pause for a moment to allow callers joining us online to unmute and speak up. Hearing no comments, we'll proceed with today's regular agenda. We have items 1 through 11 that have been reviewed by Procurement and Budget. These items are now ready to be reviewed by the Awards Committee, beginning with item 1, representing the minutes from December 8th, 2022 Awards Committee meeting. Are there any comments or corrections to be discussed? All right, hearing none, may I get a motion to approve award item 1?
So moved.
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Minutes are approved as presented. I'll pass it over to Heather Beard, Manager Procurement Contracts, representing our Chief Procurement Officer, Jenny McCollum. Heather will present each of the remaining award items before I ask for a motion, beginning with award item 2.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Award item number 2 is a request to confirm the contract termination for the contract with the Kenton Group, Inc., doing business as Baldwin Quality Plumbing. For the Jamie's Road water main installation. This project was originally awarded in January of 2021. The contractor had trouble finishing on time. The contractor was a JSEV, so we did coordinate with the Office of the City of Jacksonville Office of Ombudsman, as they are over the JSEV program for the City of Jacksonville. So we ultimately negotiated with the vendor that we would terminate this contract for convenience rather than default. However, we are suspending their bidding privileges with JEA for 2 years. However, they can still work as a sub under a prime contractor. That's all on that one. Any questions for the group? Seeing none, I'll pass it back to Stephen for a vote.
Thank you, Heather. May I get a motion to approve award item 2?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
O'Connor, second.
I heard Laura first. Joe Orfano. We had a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award item 3.
Okay, award item number 3 is award of a contract to CDW Government LLC in the amount of $1,004,264.95. This is for the purchase of new Dell and Logitech equipment purchases for fiscal year 2023. JEA bid this out as an IFB. We've received several bidders. CDW was evaluated as the 26 to 50 off list price on Dell equipment and support, and yeah, so that's it on that one. Any questions on this one? I'll pass. Oh, also I'll mention this will be a 1-year. We are contract a 1 year with. So if no other questions, I'll pass it back to Stephen for a vote.
Stephen, Heather's breaking up quite a bit.
Oh, can you guys not hear me?
You're breaking up quite a bit, Heather. Oops.
Heather,
Uh-oh.
did you call in on your phone, Heather?
I think, Stephen, that she may have hung up by mistake.
Okay.
I think,
Yep.
y'all, this is Jenny. I'm sorry. I think she's going to try to log on through her computer.
Okay, thank you. We'll pause for a moment and then we'll circle back to item 3.
All right, hey guys, can you hear me better?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think I'm gonna turn my video off. I think that might help. So I can. Okay,
All right, were there any questions for Heather?
we left off on. Okay. If no questions, I'll pass it back to Stephen for a vote.
Thank you, Heather. We may need to have you call in on your phone and use your computer for the WebEx. But may I get a motion to approve award item 3?
Try that. Okay, let me hang up.
Sean Connor, so move.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Sean Connor, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award 4 once she gets back online.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes. We're ready for you to present award item 4. You need to unmute.
Okay, sorry guys. Get to my
You got it.
number 4. Okay. Okay, award number 4. This is an award to Fisher Scientific Company, LLC, in the amount of $75,000. This is actually a contract increase for laboratory equipment supplies. We originally awarded this piggybacking off a state contract with Fisher Scientific. It started off as informal. We since did an administrative increase, and with the 75,000, it puts us over the formal threshold, so that's why we're bringing this one to awards. And this is for laboratory supplies and equipment for the JEA Main Street Laboratory. If no questions, I'll pass it back to Steve for a vote.
Thank you, Heather. May I get a motion to approve award item 4?
So moved.
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award item 5.
Okay, award item number 5. This is a single source award to Oracle America Inc. for Oracle e-business suite, Oracle database, middleware, and hardware with maintenance and support. This is a 10-month award for the maintenance for, I guess, most of our Oracle projects, and the amount of $2,460,848.76. Like I said, this is a 10-month engagement, and Oracle historically have been our provider of these type of databases. Any questions from the committee on this one? If none, I'll pass it back to Stephen for a vote.
Thank you, Heather. May I get a motion to approve award item 5?
Sean Connor, so move.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Sean Connor, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award item 6.
Okay, award item 6. This is an award for JEA Fleet Auctioneer Services to Weeks Auction Company LLC in the amount of $3,358,501.83. This will be a 3-year contract with 2 one-year renewals. We had plenty of competition on this invitation for bid. It was ITN, sorry, ITN. And we are going with Weeks. And in the description, we talk about how they're going to charge us. However, we feel like that we reduce the percentage that the auctioneer will get enough to where JEA, I think, ultimate yield from the auction services JEA will make about $1 million. And then the $3 million is their fee to do the auction services. I think I'm saying that correctly. If the category manager wants to, Eddie, if you want to say anything. If not, I'll put it out for questions to the group.
No, the percentage that they charge is around 10%. So the revenue generated should be the final yield to us. I think what we had projected is, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but let's say 3.6 million, and then they would take 10% of that, and then it would bring us back down to 3.358. Is the concept. But there's $839,000 in yield approximately this fiscal year.
Okay, annually. Yeah. Okay, I see that. Any questions from the awards committee?
That revenue generated number is over the 3 years of the contract.
That's correct.
Correct, and that's just an estimate based upon what we've historically sold in the past and applying that same volume in the future. As you know, if there's older units that don't derive as much value, or there may be less vehicles, will have less, or alternatively it could be higher if we sell assets that have higher values and more volume. And in that instance, we would come back to the awards committee.
That makes good sense.
And so their fee is basically 10% of the sale price?
Yeah, Eddie, I don't know if you could speak to that structure. So there's a buyer's fee and there's a seller's fee, and that's something that we, in our ITN discussions, that we, started to vet it out, that we wanted to change the structure. So we actually modified it slightly, the bid workbook for the second round, to better hone in on exactly how much total money, because we felt that there was this finite amount of money that a person would pay for something. And we took the combination of everyone's function. So some people would charge 0% to JEA to sell the item, but then they would charge, I want to say the highest person was 18% to the buyer. Well, we didn't feel that the buyer would pay the same amount of money in each one of those two models. So we took the aggregate amount, and that's what we measured.
Historically,
Thank you.
we just looked at the commission fee that auctioneers were charging us. This time around, when we started looking at that, one of the companies was paying us back 3%. So that's when we figured out, okay, there's got to be another income stream for them. That's when we looked at the buyer fees. And we, like Kenny said, we changed it to account for the buyer's fee and also the commission.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I think we're we're good here in the room.
Okay, great.
All right.
So we'll pass it back to Stephen for a vote to the committee.
Thank you, Heather. May I get a motion to approve award item 6?
Moved.
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award item 7.
Okay, award item 7. This is a contract increase to the construction manager at risk services for Greenland Water Reclamation Facility. The contract is currently with the Haskell Company, and this increase, which is, I believe that it is the guaranteed maximum price to complete the rest of the work, is in the amount of $2,373,916.00. Just the background on this project, it originally came to the awards committee in August of 2019, and that was for pre-construction services only. We have done a few administrative increases along the way, one for gopher fencing, for gopher tortoise removal, some access road and site clearing, and then the construction costs based on 90% design documents. So with this final increase, this should be the new not to exceed for this project, to complete this project. Any questions from the committee? Seeing none, I'll send it back to Stephen for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 7?
So moved.
Joe Orfano, second.
Thank you. We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award item 8.
Okay, award item 8. This is an award for the purchase of water and wastewater items for JEA inventory stock and capital projects. This award is going to 2 companies, one Ferguson Waterworks in the amount of $9,561,088. A second contract to Fort Line Inc. in the amount of $4,208,345.59. Both of these vendors will be receiving a 1-year contract for these items. This was advertised in October of 2022. We had 3 vendors attend the pre-bid meeting. We ultimately received 2 bids, and the third company that showed up to the pre-bid meeting felt they couldn't lock in prices due to the supply chain. And that's all for that one. All this is for inventory items for stock and capital projects. Any questions from the committee on this one?
This looks like some more of our really proactive efforts to get ahead of the supply chain issues. So that's always
well
good
done.
to see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good job, Kenny and company. If no other comments, I'll pass it back to Stephen for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 8?
Sean Connor, so moved.
And a second?
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Sean Connor, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award item 9.
Okay, award item 9. This is for a contract for managed services for service desk, help desk, desktop support, and network operations centers for JEA. The contract is going to MTech Inc. in the amount of $5,539,000. This will be a 5-year contract with one-year renewal. This was advertised in August of 2022. 4 companies attended the optional pre-bid meeting, and then we ultimately received 2 bids. And then we ultimately shortlisted MTech and Tech Madrina. I can't say that word, and so we got best and final. But yeah, that how you said that. And so we got best and final offers, and MTech was the lowest price and highest evaluated. And I believe they are the incumbent as well. Any questions?
Well, on this one, we have done, just for clarity, we have done business with MTech, but it's purely on a supplemental workforce perspective. Now we're transitioning over to a managed service provider with them.
Thank you for that clarification. If no other questions, I'll pass it back to Stephen for a vote.
Thank you, Heather. May I get a motion to approve award item 9?
So moved.
And a second?
Sean Connor, second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Sean Connor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present award item 10.
Okay, award item 10. This is a contract for continuing services for industrial cleaning at JEA wastewater treatment facilities. The contract is going to Universal Service, Inc. in the amount of $999,450. There will be a 5-year contract with a 1-year renewal. We received we advertised in September 2022. We received two vendors attended the pre-response meeting, and we actually received 2 responses. Ultimately, it was evaluated that Universal was best suited for the work and at the lowest price to JEA. Any questions from the committee on this one? Okay, Stephen, I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you, Heather. May I get a motion to approve award item 10?
Dorf on the second.
Second?
I'll second it.
Thank you,
Margaret.
Margaret. We have a motion from Joe Arfano, a second from Margaret Limbaugh. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Heather to present our final award item for today.
Okay, thank you. This is a contract award number 11 is a contract renewal with Agreco LLC for generator rentals. The increase and renewal, we're renewing it, and then we're also increasing the amount of the contract in the amount of $726,525.18. We originally bid this contract in May of 2020, and they have provided generator rentals during the past storms, and therefore we're renewing the contract to continue services with them until May 31st, 2024. Any questions on this one? Okay, if there are none, I'll send it back to Stephen for a vote.
Thank you, Heather. May I get a motion to approve award item 11?
So moved.
And a
Dorf on
second?
the second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Joe Arfano. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. The entire agenda representing items 1 through 11 is approved for December 15th, 2022. Is there any other business to come before the awards committee at this time? Seeing none, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.